What's up guys, it's Graphic Phoenix back with another video today, and today we're doing a video on this beautiful Exo Terra rack. So some of you noticed that I actually had this rack in my last Reptile room tour and are thinking I'm sponsored by Exo Terra. While I would love to be, and if you happen to be watching this and want to sponsor me, go for it. This is not a sponsored rack or anything like that. This was basically my buddy's that works at a reptile shop along with me, and he bought it off the store we work at, then sold it to me. So the deal I got for this was actually the rack itself, as well as four 18 by 18 by 24 Exo Terra glass terrariums. And obviously there's none here right now, just because I haven't filled it up yet, and honestly I'll probably be selling some of those. I haven't decided yet. That was the deal, and I paid $400. So for the rack, all the tanks, everything was 400 bucks. Now, this is an absolutely astonishing rack, and I wanted to give you guys a brief tour and show you exactly what I have in it and potential plans for the future. So stick around. So now we're mobile, and we're going to start at the bottom rack because we started at the bottom, and now we're here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, this is Tig, my partial pinstripe Harlequin Crested Gecko. She's not fired up right now. Can't really see all that well, but this is her acrylic cage by Reptile Edge. And I believe their site has actually been down for quite a while, so I don't know exactly what to tell you about that. But this is her cage. It's 18 by 18 by 24. It's pure acrylic. It's so light, it's unbelievable. Compared to one of the 18 by 18 by 24 ExoTerras, it's insane. I got a reptile ledge there, some cork bark, some trees, I guess, as well as a Reptile ledge back there, or that's a Mag Naturals ledge, and then this Exo Terra plant. I know a lot of you guys were asking me about this. I do not know what it is. Just look on Exo Terra's website and they should have all their plant accessories listed, and that will be there, don't you worry. But that's her cage. Pretty simple and beautiful. The other stuff we have down there is just the electrical for the whole rest of the rack. From there we get greeted by this beautiful tier. And these basically are only there for hiding lights, because these actually come off. It's not the easiest thing to get off, but they actually do come off. And that's essentially what they do, is hide the lights. So it makes it look really nice and slick. So continuing on from the hiding ledge, as you guys all know, I do keep dart frogs. Or as you may not know if you're new, but I keep dart frogs. This is the Ranitomea ventrimaculata Borgia Ridge. And these guys are doing really, really well. You won't be able to see them because they're not all that bold frogs. The frogs themselves aren't terribly bold. But you can see in there, the light a little bit, they do have a ton of eggs. Chances are not all of them are good. I am not removing them right now just because I have all of my other tadpoles and it's a lot of work, so I'm just going to let them do their thing with those guys. Moving on, we have the Ranitomea reticulata. And again, you probably won't see these guys because they, again, aren't the most bold frogs in the world. But their tank looks significantly better than the past one. And it's just getting better and better because, check it out, we got one pup. Two pups back there. These two bromeliads right here are both pups. And finally, pup number 3 right there. So that's pretty insane. I mean, this tank has been growing really well. I have it under a Phoenix Fudre 24/7 Planted Plus tank light. So that light's actually for a aquatic planted tank, but it provides a ton of light. And if you guys know much about plants, or if you don't, the Neoregilias, or however you pronounce it, appreciate a lot of light and just get more and more color the more and more light they get. So it's important to provide them with a ton of light. Now, an important note, I did not build these 2 tanks. These were pre-built. I bought them like that. The next tank, however, I built myself. These are the, I don't have a label for them, the Ranitoma Imitator Chizudas. And normally we can see at least one of them. But I'm having some difficulties here. Maybe this, my little spotlight will give me a hand. Ooh. Alrighty. See that guy right back there? It's kind of hard to see, but you probably didn't see him. However, they are in there. There's a trio in there, and I know that because I've literally had these guys for 4 days when she laid those eggs. 4 days. And those eggs there, looking great, looking great. This was actually built originally for a waterfall, and I'm not continuing through with the waterfall. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, and honestly, I think it looks great without one. You don't really need a waterfall to make it all come together, so I'm not going to add one. Simple as that. Less moving parts, more chances for success. Now, the rest of the rack, well, besides the fruit flies, doesn't contain any animals, but I figured you guys might want to see it anyway. In here, we have some brown isopods. Not that you guys can see any of them. There's a couple I saw in there. Not all that many though. With that being unsuccessful, I'm sure the white ones will be unsuccessful as well, but you can actually see babies in there, which is a start. And then we have some like tadpole, we have some tadpole tea for when I do the tadpole water changes. We have some razor blades for cleaning tanks. We have a couple flashlights, and then some empty pill bottle containers because I replaced them with the beautiful Fishman glass, I guess, laceites. I mean, canisters, I guess. I don't know what you want to call those, but that's what they are. They're for laying, and the frogs actually really do like them, so I will be having my video on that in the coming weeks. I don't know when exactly it's going to come, but moving on from that, we got up top here, we have a water filter. This is a zero water. You can find these at Walmart. It works wonders, especially with my new Nepenthes. I like to use the filtered water, and this gives 0 ppm water, so perfect for Nepenthes. And other carnivorous plants, as well as dart frogs and things, they appreciate lower TDS in their water. Up here, we have my powdering station for flies. We have the calcium for the powdering of the flies, which is Dendrocare. We also have the tadpole frog food, which is just this stuff here. Then we have what I basically dust it with. I know you're supposed to use Ceramicron, but it's not really that readily available in Canada anymore. So I just use this stuff here. And then back there we got a springtail culture attempt. So I don't know how that'll go, but I did film a video on it, so look out for that. Then we have our fruit fly breeding station. As you could tell, I use my own homemade mix, and I call that pretty successful. Check that out, all them flies. So we got active cultures in the front, and then, well, this is also an active culture. And then we actually have not so active cultures in the back, but they're just getting ready, so super stoked about that. If you want to see how I make these cultures, I'll leave a link in the description down below, and I might give a try with cards. So it'll appear in either right up there or right up there, and I'll do it right now. So you guys go check that out, and you can see how I make these cultures. The last but not least thing that I have here is my water change bucket for my shrimp tank down there. It basically acts as my fresh water reservoir, and then this right here, this bag, is superfly media. I always make one fruit fly container with superfly and then all the rest with my mix, just in case my mix happens to crash. I don't want to be left with no fruit flies, so it's important to always have a fail-safe, and that's my fail-safe. So wrapping up the tour, you can see it's beautiful. It goes all the way to the roof. It's like 80 inches tall or 89 inches tall. It's really, or 82 maybe, I don't know. It's really tall, but really, really nice. I really hope you guys enjoy. It's been Graphic Phoenix. If you liked the video, drop a like down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, drop them in the comments. And if you made it to the very end of this video, leave the word expedition in the comment section down below. That's like Exo Terra expedition. And if you want to see more reptile, plant, shrimp, and frog videos in the future, subscribe to my channel and you'll not be let down. Thanks for watching, guys. Graphic Phoenix, out of here.